Hello and welcome to the WRFL preview show. I'm Andrew Wilson along with Peppe Cavalieri. Welcome, Peppe.
Hello, Willow.
Let's start with round 3 in Division 1. It's TIV Division 1. Caroline Springs hosting St Albans.
Yeah, Caroline Springs off to a very good start this season, Willow. 2 wins and no losses. While St Albans got their first win of the season last week against Sunshine. So I think this will be a pretty good game. I'm just going to go with the Lakers. Their form's been pretty good early.
Yeah, I'm with the Lakers as well. Saw them play last week and they were very impressive in their win over WRFL Eagles. And our next game is Hoppers Crossing taking on Werribee Districts. This is our radio game, so tune in from 1:30 on 88.9 Win FM.
Yeah, obviously these two teams generally put in pretty good games, very entertaining. Not the biggest fans of one another, it must be said. So nice little rivalry in Division 1. Werribee Districts, we know 2 wins to start the season. Haven't really played anyone of note yet. This is probably their biggest challenge so far in the first 3 weeks. Hoppers Crossing, meanwhile, they got done by Altona last week. They started strongly but faded away. So, look, I'm just leaning towards Werribee Districts at this point. I know Hoppers had a good win in round 1 over Spotswood, but I think the Tigers are just.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Tigers in that one as well. It's a tough one to pick that. And next game, Sunshine taking on Point Cook.
Yeah, another interesting one because both teams aren't going amazingly well. I think Sunshine will win, but it really could be one of those games that goes either way.
Yeah, Sunshine for me is I think they were too strong at home. WRFL take on Deer Park.
Well, Deer Park, impressive bounce-back win last week. They were down against Spotswood at three-quarter time and managed to claw their way in front. Very impressive performance. So, well, the rule's back, isn't it, Willow? You don't tip against Deer Park, and not this week, even though WRFL have been pretty good to start.
Yeah, Lions to me in that one. And the final game of TIV Division 1 is Altona taking on Spotswood.
Yeah, 2 really, I suppose, premiership well-credentialed teams in terms of gunning for the flag this year. We know they're both very strong, but their record speaks otherwise. Altona 2 wins, Spotswood 2 losses. So it's getting towards that must-win sort of match already for the Woodsmen. If they go down this week at 0-3, obviously they can still make finals, but as you mentioned before, top 2 double chance is always is going to be difficult from there. So, geez, it's tempting to go Spotswood because of how much it means, but I just think Altona will be a bit too strong.
Yeah, I think the Vikings at home will be too strong as well. All right, Prestige Real Estate Division 2 Round 3, Glen Ordon have started fantastically. They take on North Footscray.
Yeah, look, the Hawks, they've shown a lot early. 2 wins, no losses. North Footscray, well, they lost last week to Newport by 10 goals, so their start hasn't been amazing. So I just think the Hawks will win this one.
Yeah,
I'm getting my teams mixed up again, Willow.
All right, Glen Ordon for me as well. And the other team that is undefeated, it's Newport. They host Albion.
Yeah, Newport have been good, and this is a good opportunity for them to 3-0. That really sets up their season, Willow. And Albion, meanwhile, have really struggled early, probably against expectations. I thought they might have been a little bit more competitive, having come down from Division 1. But Newport, I think, should be too good.
Yeah, agree with that one. Ladder leaders Parkside take on West Footscray.
Yeah, I think Parkside as well have been good so far this season, Willow. Good win last week, the Parkers. By 43 points against Point Cook Centrals, who have been a little bit disappointing, but I think Parkside too strong for West Footscray.
Parkside for me as well. Point Cook Centrals looking for their first win. They host Wyndham Vale.
Yeah, Point Cook Central's disappointing, Willow. We thought they might have been a bit better early on. Obviously, the season's still got a lot to go. Wyndham Vale last week, they got their first win of the season. We expect them to be there or thereabouts. So the Falcons for me, but again, it's one of those almost must-win again for Point Cook Central, so it could be a close one.
Yeah, Falcons for me as well. Yeah, Point Cook Central's desperate to get their season underway with a win. That was Prestige Group Real Estate Division 2. Now, Division 3, Round 2. Leviton, who had the bye last week, it's their first game. They host Sunshine Heights.
Yeah, obviously we don't know what to think of Leviton just yet because we haven't seen them. It's been a long time since we've seen them play. Sunshine Heights, though, we've got a really good indication of how strong they might be. An excellent win last week against Taree, and some famous names on the score sheet. Killen Privatera back at the Dragons with 6 goals, and Robbie Gredo, who's the stalwart of Sunshine Heights, with 5. So they've got a couple of guys like that propping up in the forward line. They're going to be tough to beat, and I think they'll win this week too.
Yeah, I agree. The Dragons will defeat Leviton this weekend. Taree take on Wyndham Suns.
Yeah, well, Taree, they probably didn't get as close as they we expected. I mean, I tipped them last week against Sunshine Heights, and they were beaten quite comfortably in the end. And Wyndham Suns, meanwhile, a really strong win against a Braybrook team who expect to go on with their good form from a couple of seasons ago. But we know Wyndham Suns, at their best from a couple of seasons back, 2018, are a good team in Division 3. And if they're back to anywhere where we expect them to be, then they'll be a tough ask for Taree this week. And based on last week, I'm going to go with the Suns.
I'm with the Suns as well. And the final game of Division 3 is Braybrook, looking for their first win. They take on North Sunshine, who were well beaten last week. Yeah,
well, Braybrook, even though they did lose last week, were competitive. It was only 16 points, so hardly a disaster for them. North Sunshine, meanwhile, 149 point defeat to Ordon Vale, so not the best start for them either. This is pretty lopsided. I think Braybrook should be too good.
Yeah, Brookers for me as well. Ordon Vale have the bye. This has been the WRFL weekend preview. Good luck to your team this weekend.